the left, Ryan.
How is the learning curve maybe different for a guy like Kendrick Bell, who didn't play receiver in high school, compared to like other guys that grew up playing receiver as their primary position?
Yeah, he sees it differently, being a quarterback, so he understands the game probably a little bit more than most younger receivers, I should say. The thing about Kendrick is last year, scout team, and something we talked about. He's grown so quickly because he got a chance to think about the DBs he went against last year in practice. Will Johnson, Josh Wallace, Mikey Samerstill. So he went against those guys every single day on scout team and got better. And then after practice every day, you see him on the jugs. You see him working on footwork, refining his skills. Off season, he's spending time with his brother, working. So, he's definitely a little bit more mature, beyond his years as a receiver. But it's not a guy that went from defense to offense. It's a guy that went from quarterback. He understands the game to playing receiver, and his athletic traits definitely helps him out tremendously.
On the left, Isaiah.
I have two. First, we finally got to see C.J. Charleston. He had that catch against Texas. Where is he at in terms of acclimating to the offense and his kind of development?
Yeah, he's ready to roll. He's the most experienced guy in our room. Coming from Youngstown State, and a guy that had a ton of experience, and he's played against big. I know we don't play a Big Ten team this week, but he's played against Big Ten schools before. So he's a guy that we're inserting him more and more. Just trying to, he's super sharp, smart. You can play him in multiple positions. He's definitely a veteran that you can rely on.
And with a couple of years ago, I think it was more to 2022, not as much last year, there's a lot of talk about how Donovan might be the best receiver in terms of his hands and his ability. But do you still work with him at all with any of that? And how could he figure in kind of to that this season?
Yeah, no. Donovan he's obviously, you guys know, his production speaks for itself. His career throughout Michigan, his career in Michigan. He's a guy that you could create mismatches with. Getting him on safeties and linebackers. That's something that constantly we're going to evolve in the game plan and whatnot. And as far as receiving skills, me working with him, that's something that pre-practice we talk about different things, and he'll come over during special teams. And if I'm doing things with receivers, he'll come over and jump in there, whether it's ball drills, footwork drills, or just us talking about, techniques that we're going to use on certain routes, because the running backs have the ability to do some of the same things, especially a guy with his skill set.